Welcome guys, my name is Luthais and I am excited to bring you guys the ultimate guide for Miscreated in 2020, where I will be playing on my own hardcore server with settings that will give you a complete experience when it comes to survival, making PvE as well as PvP very lethal. And yes, I have packed up my base. I do have a clan of about 4 members, although only 3 of us are very active. And in this guide today, I will be showing you what I do on a daily basis, but I am starting from scratch, okay, as a new character. And I will be taking you through all my processes that I do. So I will be playing for about an hour to 3 hours, depending on how much time I have. And then within 20 minutes of footage, I will be showing you what I'm doing in my session. And except for the guide, I will be giving you guys highlights videos as well of highlights on the server. So when I'm not teaching you guys everything you can experience in Miscreated, I will be giving you highlights of funny moments and PvP moments that we experience on the server. And I challenge any clan that has played with me or played against me for the last 6 years to try and take us on. And yes, I've got various security measures on the server, which doesn't allow any players with VAC bans or any bans to join the server. And I am at the moment researching, if I can allow, at the moment, people with private Steam profiles can join the server, but I'm not sure if that, protects them from being able to join the server even if they have bans. I am discussing that with the modding community and seeing, if I can put that extra feature in. So just know that the server security is really important to me. And then I don't use any admin powers except for banning players. The only reason I will ban a player is for toxic behavior towards other players and toxic behavior in chat. So the most important thing to me is that this is just a game. So if you die or if you get killed or if you get raided, it's part of the game, okay? There is no point to a survival game if there is no challenge in it, if there is no need to survive, okay? Which is extremely important to me. So, as a new player, what I am going to be doing at the moment, and we've got a random start here. So, if I'm just looking, I am below Pine Parks. And yes, the server has got a lot more mutants on it. The mutants can catch you. The Brute is by far the most dangerous mutant on the server. And then, of course, the Storms can definitely kill you. Storms last a bit longer. But in the description, I will be giving you everything that makes the server unique and a lot of fun, and a good challenge to play on. But as we are at the bottom of Pine Parks, I want to get the standard things that you need to get. Now, if you read your map, okay, the first thing that you get equipped with is clothing. You can always take your shirt, put it there, and then turn it into a rag if you ever get a bleeding marker. But the first thing you get is a map, okay? So it's very easy to use the map. You just press tab to raise something so that you keep it raised. If you don't use tab, you will lower it after a while. So, and then I just press my right mouse button, I hold it in, and then I press Alt to look around on the map, okay? So you will always spawn in the south or on, somewhere in the south, or a lot of the times at a little beach, just below Cape Bay, but most of the time you will spawn in the south, and it's very simple to use the map, guys. Use the roads to get either to Pine Crest or Salton or Rocky Ripple. Use the road signs to get to a town, and then you'll know where you are. You can find a Survivortron that you can use as a compass and to give you the time on the server. And then you've also got various commands on the in the server as well. So you can type in !restart just to see you know, when the server will restart again. And yeah, various functions. As you can see, I don't have a base, so if I go !base, I don't have a base. You do not have a base on the server. Okay, so let's put the map down because a mutant is quite close to us. So yes, the first thing that you are going to want to do is get more inventory space. Okay, and it is very easy to get more inventory space. Just going to swim underwater here a bit. And guys, don't worry about the server population, you know, the pop cap. As the server falls up, I will increase the population cap, okay? And I would really love the server to get to about a 50 population. I know servers can go up to 100, but then it really becomes like a PvP festival. But just know that there are regular players on the server, and if we ever reach the population cap, like the limit of the server, then I will increase the limit. You guys don't have to worry about that. Yeah, there are various things that makes it easier for you, but in the beginning, these bushes where it says search bush, okay, is going to be your best friend. You can't search, okay, you can search this bush, but there are other bushes that you can't search, okay? But luckily there's a lot of bushes here that we can search. So you just walk through these bushes that you can search, and from these bushes you are going to get thatch and sticks, okay? For every 2 thatch that you get, you can craft a rag, and then sticks helps you as well to craft certain things. So all I'm aiming for now is to get about 10... It's just to get about 10 thatch. Okay, that's my target right in the beginning. Just getting about 10 thatch here. So I'm just running through the bushes, trying to get as much thatch as I can. Okay, press G. So I've got 11 thatch there. Now I can go to equipment and components, and I can craft myself 5 rags. And then I can craft myself a rope. Okay, so now I've got 1 rag and 1 rope. And now if I go to bags, with 1 rag and 1 rope, I can craft myself a horseshoe pack. And that will take my inventory slots from 6 to 11. Okay? Which is already very, very helpful. There's just a bit of mist. So, I'm going to use my torch just to see a little bit more. Buses are extremely good for clothing because you get suitcases. Suitcases gives you various items, and buses are quite nice for that. Okay, so we got a cargo pants here. We don't really mind carrying this at the moment, it's giving us a bit of protection, but what we can do now is put this into our backpack, and then we can put that into our backpack, and then we can carry that. So this is already a better pair of pants, okay? Because this normal pair of pants, the jeans are just going to give us 4 slots, but these cargo pants are going to give us 5 slots. Plus, if you look at these pants, they give you 10% cold resistance, and 0%, okay, just 10%. Where this pair of pants gives you 20% cold resistance, okay, which is double. So because PvE storms or the weather is very dangerous, you know, you want to have your cold resistance as high as possible. So you start at about 21% cold resistance, but you will see now, so I've got 21% cold resistance, but if I go out of my inventory and go back in, now I'm sitting with 31% cold resistance, okay, which already helps me a heck of a lot. And okay, we've got a weather pattern here where we almost can't see anything. Which is really, really cool. I just love the weather patterns. This mist effect doesn't happen a lot. But let's just get to the road quickly. Follow this fence. And there we've got a jerry can. And the great update that Miscreated made is that the vehicle parts are much lighter, okay? So it's going to be much easier for you to carry vehicle parts, which is a major bonus because I did give you guys dirt bikes that despawn every 6 hours, so you can always get a dirt bike to drive around. And you can always get a taxi because the taxi specifically also just despawns every 6 hours, okay? So that's a great thing for new players, that they can always get a taxi to drag metal parts to their base, or they can always just build up a dirt bike very, very quickly to yeah, or they can always build up a dirt bike to just get around the server much easier. So I'm just going to see how much fuel this fuel can has in. It's got 200% fuel. So let's pick up this one. This one's got 400% fuel. So it's of course better for me to carry that one. And yeah. Now at least I can see we're close to the Pinecrest Derby, which is great. And again, we're just searching different items. The server has restarted recently, so I know everything is fresh. If you go like this, just press the right mouse button. So if you scroll down, just press the right mouse button, okay, to deselect the scrolling. Water purification tablets, yes, we want that. There's nothing in there. Okay, nothing in there. Yeah, we're getting some bullets, but we don't want to carry too many things because inventory space is going to be a bit of a problem in the beginning. There's a bandage, so searching things carefully is always very important. Searching paintings is always important because there's hidden objects that you can get in it. So there's another pair of pants. We can turn that into a rag, which is always good. And we just go in here and wait for the scroll wheel to come up. Football pads, no. Brown gloves, yeah, that will help us with cold resistance. A revolver is not a necessity now. Okay, and what do we have there? That's a metal pipe. We can craft metal pipes at our base. And yes, guys, I'm going to do a really, really interesting base design. So I think you guys will be quite excited to see, you know, what I have in mind when it comes to a base design. Okay, now we can put off the torch. And of course the server is first person only to make it as realistic as possible and to, you know, counter cheesy mechanics. you know, of people just hiding behind objects. Just checking everything here. These garages are always great because these footlockers gives you some nice items now and then, and we have already got a stove pack here. So I'm going to pick up the stove pack, and then I'm just going to click on all these items to transfer it because it's giving me 5 extra slots, so that's great. Now I'm just looking for anything to come up. The fast way to make sure you've picked, like there I got an Amalgadino, okay? So I didn't see the arrow come up, but this is a good way of just making sure that you know, that you don't miss anything. You can just click on everything. Burnt ham, no, I don't want that. Okay, just make sure we're not missing anything here. Duct tape is important, guys. Duct tape is important. I've never been a fan of duct tape, but trust me, it is important. Okay. So now let's just go to this tent. So yeah, let's just cover the derby for now. If you want to know where I am at the moment, then I am there at the bottom. You can see Pinecrest. Just beside Pinecrest, you can see Pinecrest Derby. That is where I am at the moment. Okay, so I'm just going to press 5 again to de-equip it. Press 2 to equip my torch. Yeah, you can find an item usually, but there's no item there today. You can find an item there. You can find items on top of here, and you can find an item here. So if we've already got 2 wheels, which will help us with the vehicle. Now we don't need to put our torch on. Our torch is just nice to use when we get indoors. And yes, if you were wondering, upgrading your PC is very important, not only for future games, but Miscreated is very focused. The Cry engine is very focused on CPU, okay? So if you get a AMD 2700 or 3700, you know, you will be happy. You will be extremely happy. And get about 16 gigs of RAM. That's always important. And when it comes to a graphics card and 1080, you know, 1080p gaming, then a 1660 Super is more than enough. Okay, 1660 Super is definitely more than enough. And a battery always used to weigh about 13 kgs, and a wheel always weighed about 9 kgs. Now a jerry can only weighs 5 kgs, and a battery only weighs 4 kgs. Okay, maybe I got the old weights wrong between the two of them, but in any case, you can carry a heck of a lot more these days, which is great because I always found that it wasted a lot of time running up and down, okay, to build up a vehicle. Again, check the suitcases, because we can always turn. Okay, that looks like a nice shirt, so I'm rather going to wear that shirt. Going to tear that into a rag. And what else was I thinking? Oh yes, various items have got special stats, okay, which you will discover as you go along. The welder's helmet hasn't got any nothing blocking your vision. That's a mod that I created. And of course the welder's mask gives you 55% head heat protection. Okay, so this time it actually protects your head. So that's a great bonus for you, so that you can look cool and still have, you know, very cool protection. And there's various items on the server that gives you bonus protection, like a black SWAT vest gives you bonus protection. At the moment, the strongest vest in the game is the green camo vest. Okay, so if we go to the Iron Suns network here, and we go to protection, and we go to ballistic vest. Okay, so you can buy the Scavenger Helmet, which you can only get in the desert map, which is the strongest helmet except for the alien helmet. which you can always also find at a unique drop that I've created, a unique airdrop. But yes, this one, the green Woodlands flag vest, is by far the best vest in the game. That's why it costs more Amcoins. You will see these others just cost 120. This one costs 300 because it is a lot stronger. At the moment, it's the best vest in the game. But yes, in the description below, I'll try and give you guys, you know, all the details. Another Amalgadino there for C4 crafting. It's always good. And a better backpack, which is fantastic. Oh yes, and the other thing that you will notice is that you can carry 50 kilograms on the server. Okay, I upped the carry weight to 50 kgs. It's just a nice quality, you know, nice quality of life change. I'm going to take this in case I go into a cave. That's one. Okay, one is not going to help me a lot, but those chem lights helps you a bit in caves if you don't have a headlamp. Check what's inside this fridge here. Nothing really. Binoculars is going to help us a lot, and I'm just going to throw away the map for now, guys, because it's taking an extra inventory slot when I know the map. But you guys, you know, can use the map to your advantage. Turn that into a rag. So I've got 3 rags at the moment. If I get 2 more rags, I can make a fanny pack, which is going to give me 3 extra slots. Okay, don't need that. Okay, so we've searched the cars. Look through the tent. Get a rag there. Get a rag there. So there we've got the 2 extra rags that we needed. So now we can go to equipment, components, and craft a rope. And then because we know we've got an extra rag, we can craft the fanny pack. You will get a fanny pack when you loot places, but I mean for now, it's going to help us. So what you're doing now is you're sacrificing a bandage slot to put a fanny pack in your waist for 3 extra slots. Okay? So there are quite a few bases on the server, and what I want to do is I want to work my way to the north to go put my plot sign down at my clan. But I also don't want to make these videos longer. I never want to make these videos longer than half an hour. So I'll always try and keep them between 20 minutes, between 20 to 30 minutes. So let's just see if we go up here. Apples are definitely going to be your best friend. Okay. Apples are by far your biggest resource for staying healthy, because it gives you water and food. Okay. Which is extremely important. So I'm going to go to this apple tree quickly. You can drink water directly from rivers, but you're going to pick up radiation. And you can kill deers, you know, or wolves or animals for meat. And then you can cook the meat, okay? So there are various ways to feed yourself, but apples are by far the cleanest form of keeping yourself fed, keeping your food and your water high. You need your food and water high to heal as fast as possible, okay? Every 25% that your water and food dips down, you will be healing much slower, which is extremely important for your survival. So we're gonna eat these apples now, and if we look at the apples, it gives you about 6% food and 3.5% water. Okay, which makes a major difference. So now I'm just going to wait. I never want to eat while that 3rd bar is active. I never ever want to eat while that 3rd bar is active. Okay. So now our food looks good. But I mean, apples always respawn on the trees. There's always more apple trees. Okay. So we're just going to make sure we get our water as high as possible. Okay, and you don't have to go into towns. Towns are quite dangerous with mutants. In the next episode, I will show you tactics that you can use against mutants. There is that little villa, but I know that villa has got mutants there by it. But yeah, running through the forest in the south is not always a bad idea. Again, just gonna use these apples to get my water as high as possible. I only need one more apple. Here's a nice little camping spot. What have we got here? Empty bottle. We can cook meat here. Like you can, it takes 10 rocks to make a fireplace, but I mean, you can just use these fireplaces. And let's just get that last apple here for us. There we go. There we go. We've got 100%. And that's how much time it takes, guys. We've got a hammer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and creep up to this. I'm going to try and creep up to this deer now. Okay. Clearly the hammer doesn't do enough damage. But as soon as you get a weapon that does do enough damage, you can creep up on deers like that. But of course, a hammer is important to get scrap metal from cars. And yeah, these little hunting cabins, or you know, whatever you want to call them, little watchtowers for hunters. You will get quite lucky with weapons, hunting rifles, or it's all about luck because everything works on percentages. But you can get lucky. So there are matches. There's a long sleeve shirt. So yeah, going through these guys isn't a bad idea at all. And then I think this place has got a dog in it. I'm not completely sure, but I'm not going to let a dog stop me. Yep. Okay, so from this two-headed dog, at least we're getting meat. And the new inventory systems is for crates, you know, is for you to be able to craft as many crates as you want to. And it's very easy. You just drag it to your character, or you drag it to that. Okay, drag it to your character or drag it to that. That's as easy as the new system works now. So yeah, you guys will be able to gather, you know, as many resources as you want. But in any case, guys, this episode is nearing half an hour. So if you like this and you want to see more content like this, then just do me a favor and click that like button. Share this with your friends so that we can maybe get, you know, a very dangerous clan that hasn't played Miscreated for a very, very long time, but is in the mood to showcase their skills on my server and, you know, take me and my clan on. And yeah, like I said, there are no rules on the server, you know, limiting you in any way. So you can come to the server and have some fun. And yes, we've done quite well. We've got 2 wheels, we've got a jerry can, we've got oil, we've got a drive belt, and we've got a battery. So we only need spark plugs. So if we run into anything that we can drive, you know, we can basically drive it already. If we find a bike, you know, like a dirt bike, I think we will be able to drive it immediately. But yeah, the next episode we are going to look for a vehicle to get to the north, and you know, to start crafting our base. And yes, guys, I'm going to show you everything. I'm not going to hide anything from you guys. Okay, so putting me at a major disadvantage. But if you want to try and hunt me down, you know, or put me under pressure, I'm up to the challenge, and I will be very happy to be put under pressure. So yeah, I'll just be ending it here. In the next episode, we'll go to that wooden cabin and then exploring more. Thank you for the time that you spent with me, and see you guys tomorrow. I'm very excited, guys, and this series is going to be very long. I'm not going to end the series until I've showed you guys everything. And the longer the series goes on, the more people will join the server, the more action we will have, the more highlights we will have, you know, and the higher we can make the server's population. And the community is really, really awesome. I will thin out toxic players, you know, that makes it, you know, that just takes gaming too seriously instead of just having fun. See you guys later. Bye.